All right, y'all. This is Police Brutality 101. I'm going to tell you what to do to get from getting shot by the cops, y'all. Police Brutality 101. You got to think like a cop, all right? The cop knows the law, you don't. Let's read our Miranda rights correctly. If you are getting arrested, chances are they're saying those Miranda rights respectively. How's it goes? All right, you have the right to remain silent. Everything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to an attorney. If you do not have an attorney, one will be provided for you. You are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. You have the. All right, put your hands behind your back. Boom. Handcuffs, you're in the pen. You go through central bookings, chances are if it's really a deep trial and you're really in trouble for some shit, guess what? You're either out the next day or you have to post bail, bro. Now, that's the law, right? If you really did something wrong. Rule number one, don't do nothing wrong, as in do not break the law. Don't break the law. It's real simple. Be a law-abiding citizen. They won't be tracking you so much to see if you're going to do some crazy shit in the middle of the street. Now, there's some cops on duty that are fresh out the fucking academy. There's some cops that are they've been in nice neighborhoods and they're scared to be in a bad one because they heard of stories. And then there's cops that have experience on the force that have seen so much dumb shit that they don't know who to trust anymore. So they might just shoot at anybody, and they're trying not to. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That luckily they get a paycheck, basically. You know what I mean? Holler at Pat Lynch. Feel me? Um. So let's say you're walking down the street, la 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 la, and a cop stops you. Now, what you're afraid of is that this cop is gonna stop you and be like, "Hey," he comes like it's a whole entourage of about 2, 3 squad cars. They come out, busting out, boom, whoop whoop, put your hands on the floor, get on the floor, get on the floor. Ah. You know what you do in that situation? Hands out or hands up, and just do what the officer says. Just remember, there's an outcome to all of this. You know what I mean? Just do what the officer says. If they do anything else to like exit, like an extra punch, an extra kick in the back, you know what I mean? Whatever, bruh, that's a ill lawsuit. Bruh, you can sue whatever police force you're dealing with in whatever country. Plenty of cash to go for that shit. At the same time, you might be hoping you survive, and I understand that. So we're like I said, hands out in that situation. Now, in a normal situation, a normal cop harassing situation, so to speak, they stop you in the middle of the street. Okay, so you're walking down the street, la 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 la. You really have to walk like that. They might not fuck with you, but la 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 la. Hey, pardon me, sir. They stop you. Stop, right in the tracks. Yes, officer. Or you don't. I know some people want to get jumpy. Yo, what the fuck you stopping me for? No, 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 no. You stop for a second. Say, hey, yes, officer. Now, if your hands are in your pocket at the time, which they shouldn't be, but technically, sometimes some people like to walk with their hands in the pocket in a certain, in a certain climate, depending on where you are. It could be Chicago, New York, wherever. Got your hand in the pocket. Do not take your hand out your pocket unless they move it. And you do not resist them moving. Okay? Police brutality 101. Because these motherfuckers that, listen, if you don't have your hands in the pocket, right? Your hands are at your side. The officer, yes. Okay. Um, License and registration. That's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story. You know what I mean? License and registration. You go farther than that. Because actually, if you play it off right, they're not even going to check you. You know what I mean? They're not even going to check you. But the minute you start being that asshole and, you know what I mean, start disrespecting the cop, like, yo, what the fuck? You know what I mean? That's when they're gonna check you. Now, suppose they check you anyway. All right, they check you anyway. You ain't got no da 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 da. All right, cool. You don't have none of that. You know what I mean? It's like you have to remember that the cops are really here to protect and to serve. Okay, so suppose they find a gun on you. All right, if you have a gun on you, you're going to jail, obviously, right? If you don't have a gun on you, can they plant one? No. You know what I mean? Can they plant some drugs on you? Not really, but that's what they're looking for. And that's, if they don't find that, they might get a little, antsy. Like, why aren't we finding these things anymore? Why aren't these people, you know, doing as much crimes as before? You know what I mean? Start sending people out to send a quota. They don't need a quota. You know what I mean? You don't need a quota. You need to find something else to do, like work with the community. You know what I mean? Work with the community. But these are little things that could help you keep from getting shot by the cops. It's real simple. If you've already broken the law, let's say you stole something or what have you, they have every right to fuck you up. You know this. Jump a turnstile, they might kick you on the floor. Oh, let's see how this works. The train is coming. You know what I mean? I would think of that shit if I was a cop. You know what I mean? But we don't do it. There's black cops, there's Spanish cops, what have you. Point is, it's like you're breaking the law. So it's like we can break your face. You know what I mean? It's that simple. If you're not breaking the law, that's a lawsuit if you survive. But it's also a lawsuit if the family survives, because the family is the ones that really are the ones saying, why did this person get shot and they just was in the house, that type of situation. It happens. So it's like, that you can't compensate for a loss. It's that simple. But a cop should not get a paid vacation for taking somebody's life unnecessarily, especially if they didn't break the law and they were unarmed. It's that simple. And that's police brutality 101. I'm going to make it real freaking short. I don't know how much time I got. I might shut my shit the fuck. Damn. But I know I'm going to shut David though. But damn. I'm not talking about. Point is. Now, let's see. I got an 8-minute wait here. Yeah. I'm gonna touch on Kaepernick real quick. See if it gets off. Touch on Kaepernick. It's like it's one person kneeling in front of the flag. It's a kneel in front of the flag. Some people stand in front of the flag, and I get that. But you kneel in front of the flag. It's not like you're worshiping the flag. But for some people took it as disrespect to the flag, and I feel like they're the racists. You're definitely racist because at the end of the day, he's just kneeling on the flag. If you're worried about Kaepernick, you need to worry about everybody else that followed him doing the same shit, and they didn't. They just singled out this one little guy with the fro on San Francisco, that doing the San Francisco 49 treat. You know what I'm saying? It's one guy, but he made a stand, but it was with a knee. He just took a knee. And let's take a knee against police brutality. I'm out, Crazy E, aka Eric Carthage, aka Mr. 2023. Listen, respect your cops, man. Respect the cops. Stop fucking around, man. We don't all need to get shot in this motherfucker, you know what I mean? Real talk. Stop breaking the law, you know what I mean? And while you're at it, stop snitching.